So my name is Polymath Author. Now today we are doing a bit of a special episode, and yeah, I'm playing Arsenal in the background, or another game, I'm not sure, but I'm probably going to be playing Arsenal, but yeah. So I really hope you enjoy. Do remember to like and subscribe. And this video is about an interesting thing, which is called Find the Markers. Now this is a very popular Roblox game. I mean, I have made videos on it. My most popular video was on Find the Markers. I mean, it's such an amazing... Oh god, what did I just do? I just launched myself. Vantage point app. So basically, it's such a huge game at the moment that it's hard for people not to know if they just play Roblox at all or watch any Roblox news in the slightest. So it's a very popular game. It's a normal Find the Game, kind of inspired by Find the Eggs, I guess you could say. And it blew up. I don't remember who played it first, but I know Sketch played it. And it just got really popular because a YouTuber played it, which tends to happen quite a lot. But basically, because it was so popular, so incredibly popular, it was getting, I don't even know, 50,000 views, 50,000 players at one time. And it's still quite popular to this day. But the question I'm answering here today is, has Mr. Marker Maker, basically the person who made Find the Markers, has he made Find the Markers worse? Because when I last checked, the last time I played it, which was today, the last time I checked, it was at 20,000 plays, and I know that at its height, it was about 50,000, so it has definitely decreased a bit. But that's not the main question I have. Has the recent updates, the recent new additions, and anything that Mr. Marker Maker has done actually affected the game in a bad way rather than a good way? And why is the player count of the game going down? That's the question here today. Okay, the first question that I want to answer is, let's have some context. So Find the Markers is a Roblox game. It's like most other Finder games. You find stuff. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I quite enjoyed the game. As I've said, my most popular video was on the game. But yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, so basically, one of the things that actually happened was it had a couple of updates recently. Now, none of them were the best update ever, and I'm not criticizing them in any way. Don't send hate to anybody who made this. Please don't, and don't send hate to me, because that would be weird. This is my opinion, as it says from the title of the video, so this isn't what you obviously think. But basically, one of the things that I actually think has happened strangely is like with Arsenal, what kind of happened is that the player count went down because of the people updating it. If you don't know, Arsenal didn't update for a while, and then it did a Halloween update afterwards. But basically, I feel like what happened with Find the Markers is it did a Candyland update. Now, the Candyland update was actually quite a good update. I did not mind it. Most people didn't mind it from what I have seen. It was still quite a popular game then. But the trouble came with the next couple of updates. The next two came out a couple of weeks later, which, okay, kind of weird. And they didn't have many new additions. So the next two were the Secrets of the Foliage that was in the game for about a couple of days before the one that we have at the moment, which is the Stuff in the Sky update. Now, the problem with these two updates compared to the other ones is the Stuff in the Sky update only added markers that were either level high or above. So markers that were really hard or above really hard. And you might think, oh, he's just trying to make the game harder. Or gee, I don't know. They're just trying to make the game harder. You shouldn't complain if you're bad. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But I don't know how many markers they added, but it wasn't as much as the Candyland update. That's two updates together that seem to be less than the Candyland update. Now, the main problem is that because of the person making the updates so not the best ever, it actually basically made quite a lot of Find the Markers people not do a video on it. So as you know, I've not done one on the kill brick marker, which is one of the usual ones, or any of those ones, because I can't get them. But I've tried my hardest, and because they just made them so difficult, I just can't get them. So I don't want to make a video and show myself a fool, which I think I've kind of already done. Oh gosh. But basically, what I want to say here today is, did he kind of ruin his game? In the sense that with his updates, did he make it worse? Now, in my opinion, I think it isn't loads worse, but I feel like if he had made a couple wiser decisions, and if he sees this video, please, feel free to change this, but if he just made a couple different decisions, like maybe making the updates more playable for people starting out, or even just making them playable for people in general, it might have been a bit better. And maybe making the markers with maybe making the updates with just a couple more markers to collect, because there weren't many. But the main problem that I have with these updates is the play count has definitely gone down, and I don't feel like people find it very engrossing anymore. Now, this just happens with every game. A game is in power for a while, and then after a long time of it being in power, it goes out of fashion a bit. It just doesn't hook people anymore. And this happens to most games. And I bet you Sunny V2 is going to do a video on this. I'm kidding. But if he does, yeah. So I reckon this is actually one of the topics a lot of people aren't saying. Because the player count is still, like, amazingly high. Like, it's almost as high as Arsenal, I reckon. Like, last time I checked, there were both about 20,000 people playing. Now, I get that it's a big game still. But the thing is, YouTubers used to just flood over this. This was free content. This was, to be honest with you, the biggest game. Now, there are other Find the games, like Find the Bacons, Find the Pandas, Find the Animals, Find the whatever you want. Find the Bacon It Girls. And I'm not even kidding, that is a real thing. ROBLOX did how to get all the locations on it. It is a popular game. There are just a lot of popular Find the games now, which has given a rise to a lot of popular Find the game channels, and I hope that mine is among one of them. But the main truth of it is, I feel like what Mr. Marker Maker has to do is to either A, do something about the updates. Like, either he could just keep them like it and not listen to me, but he doesn't even need to. I feel like a lot of people still really enjoy them at the moment. And I still definitely enjoy the game. I was playing it, and, you know, QWERTY, he's doing videos on that now. And we work together for quite a lot of stuff. But the problem is that if you make a game and it goes to like 50,000 plays, YouTubers are doing videos on it, everyone's doing videos on it, and then you do a couple of updates, and then not many YouTubers still beat like Sketch and Flamingo and people like that. The thing that happens, you've got to know, is that you've done something slightly wrong. But the problem is, I feel like what a lot of people don't get is games go out of fashion. Games come into fashion and games go out of fashion. Games become really popular and then games become not so popular. Okay? The problem with ROBLOX is that a game can become super viral and then can almost become unknown. In the way that, you know, remember Shark Bite? Some of my viewers might remember that. Basically, the thing with Shark Bite is that it was a huge game. It still is. It's still a really, really big game. But the problem is, if you're somebody now who just started now, watch Shark Bite, they would have no clue. If you're somebody who had joined like a year ago, they would be all over it. Now, the problem is that I actually feel kind of bad for these games that have grown so high into power and that are now kind of, like, not small. The thing is, a lot of these YouTubers who are like, oh yeah, these games have failed completely, they're not tiny. They're still huge, really prominent, really important, really, really noticeable games. The problem is that they're less than before. And I feel like a lot of these, like, Chaser Rooney kind of people don't get is that games can go out of fashion and can come back into fashion. But some games have their time at the top, and they don't have their time at the top forever. And that just happens to a lot of games. But the main question I have today is, did Mr. Marker Maker actually make the game bad? Did he make the game unplayable? Did he make the game kind of boring? And did he make it less popular? Was it his fault? And I'm going to say, it's your decision. But in my opinion, I really feel like if he came out now and made a banger update, like an incredible, like we're giving you 100 new markers, it's going to be an amazing update, I feel like he saved his game. But if he comes out with another Secrets of the Foliage update, then I don't know what the future for Find the Markers is going to be. And that is just and I repeat again, my opinion. Please don't attack anyone for this video. What you can do is just kind of think to yourself, like, keep playing the games. If somebody's like, oh yeah, this game's dead, that's not a reason to then just not play it anymore. It's a reason to keep playing it. Like, Find the Markers is still a great game. It's not completely dead. It's not taken off Roblox. It is just less popular than it was when it was, like, the biggest game. And we can't be mean to a game for not being as huge as it was when it was at its complete peak supremacy. So, in the final words, I feel like Mr. Marker Maker, if he came out with a good update, if a good YouTuber did a good video on his game, he has saved his game. And if that doesn't happen, it's still a good game that will probably stay around for a while, but probably won't stay around as the most prominent game for that long. And that is where I conclude the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next one. I know this is a bit of a special video, but I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Remembering to like and subscribe, please. We're trying to get to 20 subscribers. And I know it sounds a bit silly, only 20. What are you doing with your life? But I'm really hoping that we can get to it. Sorry I haven't been posting as much lately. Sorry, I've been doing a couple of things. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed. Do remember to like and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed this video, leave a like. And yes, keep it smooth. Bye.